Interested in creating a capsule wardrobe? Keep watching.
Veggie, Magnifique.
Hello, I'm Anne.
And I'm Chloe.
And we are Veggie Magnifique, a holistic wellness and vegan lifestyle blog.
And today we are exploring capsule wardrobes again, and we're going to do video number 2, which is the how of a capsule wardrobe. So this is project 333, and this is the capsule approach that we're following, the 33 items for 3 months. These are all the rules, so you can go to the website and have a look at the rules and see how to play the game, because it's kind of like gamifying your wardrobe, which I love. And the 33 items does include, as we said in the previous video, it includes jewelry and accessories.
So one of the first steps in creating a capsule wardrobe is, of course, going through all your clothes. Now, the thing about Project 333 is that she doesn't want to make it too daunting or overwhelming for you. She just wants you to start. So she says, just put away all the rest of your clothes and choose 33 items. But we are doing kind of both. So for example, we did go through all of our items and we did kind of a Marie Kondo cleanse, and we talked about, does it spark joy? Does it fit me? Is it broken? Do I need it tailored? And all those questions that you ask yourself when you're going through your clothes. Of course, we also put things aside for future capsules and for like our summer capsule, for example. But we also did a lot of different things to get rid of clothes.
We did what we've been wanting to do for ages, which is a clothes swap with our girlfriends.
This looks nice though. This is nice stuff.
We were giving away some really nice stuff.
We were, but a lot of our friends are also minimalists. So it was kind of frustrating. We're like, we need to get more maximalist friends to take our stuff. Because of course, in the end, we ended up donating several bags to a charity. In my building, they had a pickup for clothing that was no longer needed. And so we gave something like 5 bags of clothes, our stuff, but then also our friends' stuff. We had like stuff everywhere, but it was a really great kind of experience to purge all this stuff. And one thing I wanted to say about that is that this has been so far a very interesting awareness process, because we had all these beautiful clothes that we didn't want or we didn't use anymore. You questioned like, what really is valuable? What does this cost even? And then also the whole depreciation factor. As soon as you take that top out of the store, much like a new car, as soon as you drive it off the car lot, it like halves in value or something like that.
And so it makes you more mindful when you're actually thinking through, oh, maybe I'm going to buy this thing. You really do think twice before you buy it after going through this process.
Yes.
So another tip, if you're going to do a clothing swap, invite loads of maximalists. Invite hoarders.
Doing this process of capsuling your wardrobe, you start to awaken to what really works for you. And you have to, because you only have 33 items. So you can't just have all this extraneous stuff that you think maybe works. You have to be sure.
It's so easy to fall into that thing of like, oh, it's fashionable, so I must wear it. Or I've seen this look so good on another woman, so I'm gonna wear it. And it doesn't quite work for you. The color, the cut, I mean, you have to be kind of like brutally honest with yourself, and it's actually a really good thing. And in terms of just getting real about like what kind of body shape you have, it's not what kind of body shape you wish you had. It's what are you working with now. So for me, like I have a very much like a pear-shaped body. In the past, I might have just wished that I didn't and dressed as if I didn't have a pear-shaped body. But now I'm just like, nah, this is my reality. So I'm gonna wear high-waisted trousers and skirts that knit me in at the waist, that are gonna optimize the shape that I have. So that meant me getting rid of a whole load of clothing that just didn't fit my body type, but looks great on somebody else and hurrah. Another thing, because I'm very short, I'm 5'4", so I can't really wear a long coat, for example, because I would just swim in them and it would make me look even shorter. When I can find a brand that does a petite cut, I'm really happy because trousers are always too long on me, coats are always too long on me.
And I have the opposite problem.
Yeah, I know.
Things are always too short.
It's great, we're kind of like opposites. Opposites attract.
It's good.
Yeah.
And then we can share clothes that like don't work for our body types. Hey, this will work for you.
Yeah, very true. And also I should do more of this, but I am open to getting things tailored because I am shorter than your average length of person.
Yeah, if you know a good tailor in Paris, please let us know. I had one that I thought I liked, and then I realized he was smoking in the back.
Oh god.
It was terrible, so I just walked out.
Smoking all over your clothes.
So I'm 5'9" and like half. I'm quite tall, which means that I look good in longer things. And one thing is that I have an extremely long torso and very short legs. And you wouldn't think it because I'm tall, but it's mainly torso. And so as a result, in order to lengthen my legs, high-waisted is extremely important. And I'm also pear-shaped. I mean, obviously we're different shapes, but we do have like similar pearish tendencies. And womanly curves. And so as a result, cinching my waist wearing high-waisted things makes me look better than say low-waisted jeans, which I'm not really sure who that flatters, but some people it flatters and that just doesn't work for me. So embracing this concept of like always tend toward a high waist, it's just been great. It's just been like coming home, you know? Like I know that when I put on a high-waisted thing, I'm gonna feel good about myself because it's gonna cinch me where I'm small and cover up the girth, and it just feels better. We are creating a document with all of our different articles in order to kind of have a visual of like what we have. And so, for example, I have taken photos of myself in the clothing or from the internet of things that I have in my capsule, and I just put them here. So this is subject to change. And we've put shirts, pants, dresses, tops, jackets, shoes, accessories, and sweaters. And so what I've done actually is this blue square is what I've been using to cut things. Like, you don't make the cut. One thing to note is that some of the things we're putting for our future capsules. So another thing that I've done then is I have created a sort of lookbook with inspirations, which is just outfit ideas with some of the articles that I have. One really cool thing that Chloe and I have found with creating this capsule is that you think you have nothing to wear because you only have 33 items, but in fact, the combinations are endless when you are mindfully curating. So this is my capsule, and it's actually missing some items because I don't have 33 yet on here because I've already pared down what I've already got. And some of the things on here are some things that I was planning to get. So for example, there's this chic, ladylike handbag here that I had spotted on Guinness NYC's website. Here we are. This is a vegan handbag brand that we love. If you've been following us for a while, you'll know that we're Guinness girls. And so I was looking for a chic new handbag to go with my funky new capsule, and I found this premium line, and their classic handbag is the Madison, and I chose it in grey because I have grey accents in my capsule, so then I knew that it would go with everything, my one handbag in my capsule. I have another pair of shoes now from a wonderful French company, vegan shoe company called By Blanche. Actually, it's this one. I have these funky white trainers. Yeah, we love this brand. We met the owner of the brand at Veggie World this autumn actually, and it's very cool to be able to support a super local and super vegan and eco-conscious brand here in France. Some of the challenges that we've faced because we wanted to support eco and vegan brands. As we mentioned in the previous video, those brands don't necessarily have stores, so we've been doing a lot of online shopping, which comes with its difficulties and challenges because you can't quite be sure about cut. For example, I ordered this on Everlane and I'm not super happy with it. Like, it's probably going to go in my capsule for the next 3 months, but beyond, I'm not quite sure because the cut is slightly too large on me because, as I said before, I'm very petite, so I would have noticed had I tried it on in a shop. And I called a couple brands to ask what size the model was wearing because it really bothers me when a website shows a top and they don't tell you what size the model is wearing, because I can get a better feel of what the size is going to look like on me if I can kind of like look at the model. Okay, is she smaller than me? Is she taller than me? Is she, you know? And that gives me a better idea. And another thing with, of course, eco, vegan, sustainable brands is it's expensive, and we have tried to like not go crazy. You know, it's just a par for the course in terms of not buying from fast fashion brands. You know, it's gonna be more expensive, and we talked about this before on how, of course, it should cost more, because if it's really cheap, someone's paying, and it's probably a woman in Bangladesh. So we don't want to support that. We would rather pay what it costs, but at the same time, it's expensive. So definitely thrift stores are also something to look into that have usually cheaper clothes. I haven't found any good ones in Paris that aren't like vintage and charging twice as much as they should. We should probably ask Michelle about that, the closet guru.
Yeah.
Another thing that has been a challenge is the delivery guys in France do not like to climb stairs. And I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm home, you know, a lot. You know, I'm working at home, and so I'm home, and they say attempted delivery, and I was there, so they didn't attempt the delivery, nor did they call me, because I would have come down. I'm actually really frustrated about this, so I'm gonna stop talking so that I don't come across as a person, but the delivery thing in France.
Let's just all keep supporting these companies so that they can have the wherewithal to have boutiques, and then we can all go in and try the clothes on and not have to have delivery, and so the world will be a better place as long as we stop buying fast fashion and invest in the companies that are doing the right thing. So thanks so much for watching. We really hope we've inspired you and given you some tips and tricks and tools about how to go about doing a capsule for yourself.
And definitely stay tuned, because we will be posting a third video showing our completed 33 capsule, which we're really excited about.
So what was your main takeaway from this video? Please let us know in the comments below. We would be delighted to hear your thoughts, and share it with anyone in your entourage who could benefit from this information. Give us a thumbs up, because we really appreciate those thumbs up, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content from us on Veggie Magnifique, and we will see you
Next time.
bye.
Bye. High five.
High five.
It's time for matcha.
Yep, let's do it. It's always time for matcha. What are we talking about?
If you enjoy our content and you're ready to step up your health game and maximize productivity, check out our 10 days to a powerful morning ritual toolkit.